What if the darkest wizard in magical history never became Voldemort? What if, instead of returning to the orphanage after his first meeting with Dumbledore, young Tom Riddle was adopted by him? Let's step into a world where one decision rewrites the future of the entire wizarding world. A choice that replaces fear with hope and darkness with a very different kind of shadow. This is not a redemption story. This is a question of destiny and how close we came to changing it. It begins in the 1930s at Wool's orphanage. In canon, Dumbledore visits young Tom and instantly senses danger. He sees a boy who's already experimenting with cruelty, isolation, control. Instead of bringing him under his wing, Dumbledore chooses to monitor from afar, a decision he later deeply regrets. But what if he had made a different choice? Let's imagine Dumbledore, moved by empathy or a sense of responsibility, takes Tom under his protection. He offers him a home, not just a school, a mentor, not just a teacher, a chance to grow up not in cold gray walls, but in the warmth of trust, supervision, and magic used with purpose. This is the moment history bends. Would Tom Riddle instantly become good? Absolutely not. This is still a boy marked by trauma and a thirst for power. But now he's given structure, guidance, accountability. Dumbledore doesn't just teach him, he challenges him, corrects him, and earns his cautious respect. Tom, under Dumbledore's close eye, doesn't need to hide his brilliance. He's encouraged to study, to lead, to understand, not control people. He still values power, but now it's power with rules, purpose. He might become a professor, a powerful orator, even a ministry official, still ambitious, still calculating, but no longer consumed by the desire to dominate death itself. Most crucially, he doesn't create Horcruxes. That obsession with immortality, born from isolation and fear of abandonment, is healed, or at least restrained, by the one thing he never had before: genuine mentorship. This one decision creates a ripple effect that changes every major event in the Harry Potter timeline. Grindelwald's War. Tom likely becomes Dumbledore's protege in the war against Grindelwald. Their combined brilliance makes for a fearsome duo, the mentor and the master strategist. Perhaps the final duel in 1945 is not Dumbledore versus Grindelwald, but Dumbledore and Riddle. The prophecy never happens. Without Tom becoming Voldemort, the prophecy about a child born in July vanishingly fades. There is no attack on the Potters, no Harry the Orphan, no lightning scar. Lily and James live. The Marauders remain a close-knit group. Sirius never goes to Azkaban. Remus isn't forced into hiding. Snape doesn't turn to Dumbledore in guilt, and maybe even retains a friendship with Lily. Neville Longbottom. He grows up with both parents. Without Voldemort's attack, Frank and Alice never suffer torture. Neville becomes confident, bold, a potential hero on his own terms. The Ministry. Without a second Wizarding War, the Ministry doesn't become paranoid or corrupted. Lucius Malfoy never joins a Death Eater circle that doesn't exist. Cornelius Fudge isn't threatened into inaction. Hogwarts. The school becomes a beacon of magical development, not survival. No Chamber of Secrets opened. No basilisk roaming the halls. No Umbridge terrorizing students. There's an emotional layer to this too. Dumbledore and Tom would have a complex relationship. Brilliant minds, both scarred by past losses. Tom might struggle with jealousy. He might grow frustrated under Dumbledore's constant judgment. Eventually, we might see a philosophical split, not war, but a divergence of belief. Dumbledore preaching compassion, Tom pushing magical reform through control. They might clash politically, two visionaries, not two enemies. But even if they grow apart, the world avoids war, avoids bloodshed. This isn't the story of good versus evil. It's the story of what never had to be. Even J.K. Rowling hinted that this wasn't impossible. In Half-Blood Prince, Dumbledore confesses, "Perhaps I should have tried harder to help him." And during his final conversation with Harry in Deathly Hallows, he admits that love, not logic, is what truly saves people. That he failed with Tom because he tried to be clever instead of kind. There's also this. Dumbledore took in other troubled students. He protected Hagrid. He gave Snape a second chance. He even gave Draco Malfoy a way out. Why not Tom? Maybe because he was afraid. So what does this world look like? Hogwarts is a safer place. The magical world flourishes. Tom Riddle becomes a legend, not for his terror, but for his mind. He may even mentor a young Harry Potter, teach him defense against the dark arts, pass down a new kind of legacy. And Voldemort? That name never means fear. It never means death. It never exists. I believe Tom Riddle could have been saved. Not easily, not without conflict, but possibly. The tragedy of Voldemort isn't that he was born evil. It's that he was left alone too long. So what if that had never happened? What if someone reached out and never let go? What do you think? Would Dumbledore's guidance have truly changed everything? Or was Tom Riddle always destined to fall? Let me know in the comments.